Welcome back to another episode of the No Horsing Around podcast. As always, I am one of two dudes talking Colts. I'm one of your hosts, Stephen Burton. And breaking news, right? Kind of what we all thought. Michael Pittman Jr. to remain with the Colts. We're going to talk about how, we're going to talk about what that all entails on this, the No Horsing Around podcast. So we are back, you guys. Sorry, but we took a little bit of a couple of week hiatus waiting on some news. Wanted to attack this basically as soon as it came out. But obviously today the Colts placed the franchise tag on Michael Pittman Jr., kind of ending one of the most worst kept secrets I think that any of us thought. Chris Ballard had come out and said that they were actively working, that he was going to be a Colt next year. I mean, you kind of felt it. I think the interesting part for me, kind of watching this, and seeing it and kind of waiting for the news about it, right, was the fact that it took like right till before the deadline, which I think is a really positive thing, right? I think it's a very positive idea, right? In my mind, it means they were actively working on a contract. I think friend of the show, James Boyd from The Athletic even said like they were working on it with about an hour and a half left. They were still talking about the long-term deal. Both parties kind of get what they want, right? Michael Pittman Jr. is not going anywhere. He's going to be on the Colts. And Michael Pittman Jr. also gets to go and hit free agency and see what his worth is. See what on the open market. But in the end, the Colts hold all the cards. Because if you've not been paying attention, there's a couple of different franchise tags, right? And they hit him with the non-exclusive franchise tag. I believe, non-exclusive franchise tag, which basically means that he can go out and he can negotiate with other teams. The Colts have the right to match that. And if they don't, the other team owes him 2 first-round picks. And I love Michael Pittman Jr., but I just don't think someone's going to give 2 first-round picks. It's a way for the Colts to say, go test and see what you can make and basically tell us what you're worth. And then we'll be able to put the contract together to keep you in Indy. A lot of people are suspecting it's like 4 years, a little around $100 million, about $50 million guaranteed. That's kind of what they're thinking it's going to end up being. But it works for both parties. Michael Pittman Jr. had said he wants to do his due diligence. He wants to see what his worth is in free agency. He's going to be allowed to do that under the pre-notion that he is not leaving Indy because, I mean, let's be honest, you guys, they wouldn't give up 2 first-round picks for Lamar Jackson. No team would, and that's a franchise quarterback. The other part, too, is that how many people sniff around knowing to get him, you're going to have to give up 2 first-round picks, and also knowing that you're kind of doing the negotiating for the Colts. So, I mean, I think it works out best for both parties. He also gets a massive bump in salary. He's going to make $21.8 million next year if he plays on the tag, which I don't think he's going to. I think they're going to get the long-term deal done. So, kind of like I said, breaking news, Michael Pittman Jr., he's going to remain on the Colts. He's going to be franchise tagged. He's going to be able to continue to work on that contract. I think that's a big key, too, is some people tag with the idea that you're going to tag them and that's what they're going to play on. And some people tag with the idea that they're going to continue to work on the contract. The latter is kind of where it seems that Chris Ballard and the Colts lie, is that they're going to continue to work on this deal throughout this process, throughout into free agency, and they're going to get this thing done, I think. I truly believe they're going to get it done. He's going to get paid really well. He's too integral to the team. So what are your guys' thoughts? Are you happy? Are you kind of disappointed that they didn't get the deal together before the deadline? Or are you just plain happy like I am that a huge weapon for the Colts isn't going anywhere and it's going to be there to be able for Anthony Richardson to lean on over the next several years? Drop it in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. As always, you guys, like, share, subscribe, comment, all those great things. And as always, you guys, I love you. I know Zach loves you. I'm out.